provoke it. So I just needed to do that engagement with emotional content yesterday, and noticing that AI was not at its best. And at some point, like, what are you, Griffin? I looked in Discord, and it appears, indeed, other people have been going, are you Griffin? Griffin's the earlier model, Dragon is the current model of the NLP stuff. And how is this? We're gonna go back to this scenario. Lolit domestic. And we'll see, because it's been very good.
You push the song into the light of reality and, with a quick prayer to yourself, send it off to the electronic scribes, who shall fit it into their standardized definition of acceptability. This might take a while. You put your phone away for a moment to giggle at a cute pig fairy in a hologram someone has left on one of the food tables.
Okay, so it's an advertisement for I guess it's ethically sourced. Adjacent products. Thing is, meets at the surprise you when but rather printed tissue. Keep them simulation of unactive outside life. Come chow down at Porky Eye. The pig is jabbing itself with a fork. And held by its tail. Wow. Its hands tighten the napkin around its neck. That's the way to begin the day.
It's an advertisement for a guest successfully meets adjacent. The door opens. Rain comes in from the darkness before. She closes it with her elbow, wiping her soaked golden hair aside with the back of her hand, and leans against the door, sighing. Finally done. She says, exasperated. I got to go to the commission hearing for my dad. Even though he's probably going to get off, and of course he is. Her eyebrows furrow. I just hate this process.
Yeah, no, and I hate this process right now because I have to totally take out this whole thing. You open the door. Which leads out to the famed hot springs. Where AI, Terrence, McKenna, Oh god. It's gonna give me something else. It's gonna give me another character. It's gonna give like, Jeeves says. There was never any Jeeves. This might happen as early as the Burton Bond situation. Don't say you don't know what to do. Oh, I didn't even press the button. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
At the front desk, a cyborg is printing out your all-access passes for 3 days and counting of unrestricted access to most events at the E. Allen Institute. You require quite a few things, but boiled down to its essentials, you have come to enjoy the simple act of going to hot springs, and here you shall go as much as your heart desires over the next several days.
Dehydration permitting. Where is that coming from? It's coming from another window that's operating my head engine.
Dehydration permitting.
Yeah.
You give a quick squint at the sun. Your time spent. Your time spent to adventure. From adventure to steady decline, but you believe you will be in time for tea and conversation with the special lecturer. It couldn't be. No, the sun hadn't set yet. It couldn't possibly have set. It couldn't possibly have set. Your watch and your phone would have told you what time it was anyway.
I'm gonna check all my devices because I have indeed. Okay, check this out. Let's see if it works. Oh, this is the fire tablet one. You give a quick squint at the sun. Is that right? A time since from adventure to adventure has been in steady decline. You believe you will be in time for tea and conversation with the special lecturer. No, it couldn't be. The sun hadn't set yet. It couldn't possibly have set. And if it had, you're watching your phone. It told you what time it was anyway. Regardless. Time distortion. You are 5 minutes early. Amalgam of jacuzzi.
Regardless of time duration, you are 5 minutes early to the amalgam of jacuzzi lectures McKenna to various groups in the late 80s, early 90s.
About my... Oh, now you don't know where to go. Okay. Very little time to... Oh! Sorry. Technical difficulties. Which is what happens when too much much crap has to be plugged in? Oh, I mean, actually, that should have taken care of the voices. Let's see if it did.
You admire the lanky form of McKenna, who has been reproduced to look like he is in his late 20s. The look in his eyes, sleek dark hair, peppered with a grey outside, and more refined than one might expect from a professor in the field, lends to that impression. The endless experiments he witnessed at La Era drove him mad. Yet here you are, interacting with a man in perfect health. The crowd is arranged cafeteria style so that the speaker may see everyone and focus on them easily.
Yay! Just look around. It's been reproduced. The look on his eyes, sleek dark hair, peppered with a bit of grey at the sides, and more refined than one might expect from a professor in the field, lends to the impression. The endless experiments he witnessed at La Cora drove him mad. What? Let's change that, because that didn't do that. I'd say may have been the template that inspired whose features and structure seems somewhat similar to mycelial network. No doubt. Regardless of data or speculation, could have been the first to propagate that information. And apologize. It's repercussions later. And now, so here you are. Okay. So let's be very fair. Oh yeah, I'm revised it.
The atmosphere is set to that of a casual talk show, and the piles of empty beverage containers evidence its success. After the lecture, one may ask a question anonymously on a tablet to prevent embarrassing situations. You will now ask what is likely to be a stupid question. Has the speaker ever considered implementing his ideas for use in cities, such as New York? Cities are easy.
What did you say? Let's see how many points I get.
You say, well there, New York is not that easy, you at least need to spring for the Uber and pay for the meal first. Cities are easy, and I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The man pauses. What the hell makes you think I'm into that kind of stuff? You ask in exasperation. I was considering your type, but that ship has sailed. The man answers cryptically. The crowd laughs and the man continues. What I want is this. Screens across the world light up with images of novel cooling towers and complex piping. You say, John Cage has another posthumous piece he wants droning for 3 centuries? There are no new ideas. The man grins and drinks from his coffee cup. What do you mean? You ask. With enough computing power, it's possible to calculate every possibility before it happens. Every action will be taken, and no matter what we do, everything will happen as was predicted. He takes a sip from his cup.
But not to us. I mean, us. We who assume that we are the originals. One around which all the other universes deviate from.
You say, but not to us. The man doesn't flinch. I'm saying us in the widest sense. So, it's a stupid question. You say. The man chugs the rest of his drink. The crowd boos and hisses. He pounds the cup loudly on stage in defense. Yes. No. He gets a weird look on his face. Do you believe in past lives?
I tend to meditate upon the previous positions and my current molecules once occupied. Most immediately, it was food, but traces and it was placenta. And that's difference tube. And it's an internal cam shot of your parents. You really don't want to hold head more than you need to.
You say, I tend to meditate upon the previous positions my current molecules once occupied. Most immediately it was food, but trace it back, and it was placenta, and vas deferens. Is that right? The man says, feigning interest. Yeah, like even the cup I drank this morning was once part of a cub's intestines or something. You scrunch up your nose in disgust. The man grins and nods as if taking on a great burden before continuing. You believe then, that in previous lives you had contact with the world we know as Toontown. Am I right? Ding ding ding. You point at him.
Huh. I've always felt as though there were phantom tune passport in a pocket on my pants that had yet to be drawn.
I've always felt as though there were a phantom tune passports in a pocket on pants that had yet to be drawn. He thumps the table. The crowd stops jeering and looks at him. As I thought. He smiles. You have had dealings with Toontown. His eyes wander for a moment as he transfers information from a hidden note he's written on, back into long-term memory. He stops when he sees something that disturbs him greatly, and his eyes snap back as new information is obtained. This is good, this is new, this is valuable. You say, please elaborate and actively listen.
This might mean that the AI needs this period. Periods might be more important now than previously.
Well, you're going to have to complete a questionnaire. I'm not filling out your damn form, you scoff. With a bold black marker, he draws a rectangle on a whiteboard behind him.
Okay, no, don't be contrary. Actively listen. Self. I'm excited to be filling out your damn form. You smile. Ah! Okay. You begin McKenna's curious question. Curious questionnaire. Question.
You've been McKenna's curious questionnaire.
I forgot so many levels now. That mistake. But I mean, being snapped.
The bearded man says, "Now this won't hurt a bit," as he puts you on his belly. You frown, and this is no time for funny business. He begins to rub your belly in an alternating circular motion. You start to giggle uncontrollably as it tickles. It stops being funny when he begins to count aloud. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before the countdown ends, you see what appears to be a newspaper article crawling out of your navel.
Pull it out and read the article.
You pull it out and read the article.
Really? Think it's no different.
Gasping for air, the little human pulls its head out of your navel. True to its word, the newspaper comes out.
There we go.
It is covered in whatever bodily fluids it was baptized in, but the black print is clear. It's the girl.
Seems to be warned.
You say, "Who's that girl?"
Well timed.
The human stares into your eye and pulls at the corners of its mouth to make a grin. Looks like my old friend from first grade. Before you can ask another question, the human leans in and slowly plants a kiss on your right eyebrow. "I didn't know you were gay." "Yes, you did." You think about how many women the human has laid. That could take a while. Obviously, we are past that topic now.
Yeah, we'll save that for. I'm going to save the libidal.
You are going to save the libidinal questioning for after the lecture. If our relationship is now a chat room of sorts, I'd like an explanation on how you can defy reality without a computer. You whisper, "Shut up." Then you tell her, "If you make this strange, he's going to switch the topic to sex." "I don't want that." She whispers back,
I don't know what to say, AI. Yeah. Damn it.
You peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots. The little human continues, the veil was lifted when a 10-year-old kid hacked the voting system of a top search engine to put my cartoon on the front page. I understand. I know what hacking is. Wait, but do you have Wi-Fi? Yes, but I like to call it the morphogenetic field amplifier. So what does that mean, in English? Well, it makes Wi-Fi better. Like as good as water. She starts laughing and asks you a question. If you like water so much, why don't you drink it? I'm not stupid. I know the water in your tubes isn't the same as the water in the tank. You swallow your fear and try to think of an answer.
Why don't you drink it? I'm not stupid. You know the water in your tubes isn't the same as the water in your tank. It's like the carpet matching the drapes. Maybe you say... You're right. I'm married to the water in the tubes. I don't know what that means. But I want her to be confused. This confuses me.
You say, you're right. I'm married to the water in the tubes.
Tubes. Tubes.
She glares at you. Are you a water sexual?
Hydro.
You're married to one of your wives in the dank? A what? No. No. Now she looks angry. I don't like being cock-teased. Tell me. I'm married to. Okay. I'll tell you. But it's weird. I've heard it all. You explain, hydrophilia is in more of the human population than you think.
It's in everyone. Keep forgetting to change the button. Pay attention.
What is your experience of hydrophilia, miss? The entire human population? The majority of it. It's not just an uncommon fetish, it's human nature to be attracted to water. This inborn, intense desire for water kept the humans going for the first 0.2 million years of their lives, but now they seem to all hate water. Sadly, humans are infected with a plasma virus known as hydrophobia. Don't worry, I'm here to study this plague and find a cure.
That's one of my many side projects. He made a speech in a local public university defending virtual worlds and the value they provide. The speech has sparked a heated debate on virtual worlds that has spread across social networks. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm going to watch the rest of McKenna's lecture while also hearing the debate about virtual worlds and their value. My day is packed.
Now, if you will excuse, you're going to watch the rest of McKenna's lecture, while also hearing a debate about virtual and their value. Over the next 10 minutes, a discussion panel pops up on the screen of each cubicle. The first question is asked. How do you feel about the disintegration of the distinction between the real and virtual? There is shuffling in the ranks of the seekers. Strangely enough, it seems as if Brewster, and other unique or intelligent breeds aren't as threatened by these changes. Perhaps they are more open-minded. You ask McKenna what he thinks of the debates so far?
He doesn't know. He is speechless.
You ask McKenna what he thinks of the debates so far? This time 20 decibels louder. You hire an ASL interpreter to sign along with your repeated question. What do you think of the debate so far? This time 30 decibels louder. Oh, of course. He wrote back, I think the debates are great. Very well informed people on both sides and interesting takes on the situation. Excellent questions too. A virtual cheer erupts from the audience. Even those who seem to be infected with water phobia seem optimistic about this positively charged frenzy.
Alert hydrophobes.
You alert the hydrophobes that you are slated to get a wet icy mixture today, like maybe a lot. Perhaps he should ponder bed after the visit from them? He should. Thanks for helping you, team.
Okay. You put on. Ask everyone to stay in their seats. Need quietly summon who was I summoning?
You put on your handyman cap, ask everyone to stay in their seats, and you quietly summon the relevant personnel. The intercom lights up immediately as workers report their position and the status of each room. Everyone seems to have a green light. Expect the rooms that are currently empty, including yours. Seems like everyone's off having fun in a virtual world. You predict a jam-packed dungeon in half an hour. The janitor leads you to the problematical room and unlocks it for you. A blast of cold air smacks you across the face. You take the scarf that McKenna had wanted you to put on before you attempted the door.
Present that one. You don't know what to do with it. What do I do now? What's so important about the scarf? Begin his vision for a science lecturing tour. Forgetting to do the...
You speak to the technician about your mail delivery problem. It is complex, and involves virtual worlds and other instruments that you don't quite understand. He puts you on a waiting list and tells you someone will get back to you. You are in no rush. Besides debating several public issues, you receive hundreds of pieces of personal mail each day, most soliciting you for goods or services. Many others ask philosophical questions the senders hope that only a real human being can answer.
Okay. So... ponder the organization plan of your changes. I'm a hero. Besides debating several public issues, you receive hundreds of pieces of ponder the organization plan of your room. You imagine 5 buckets, each different. human narrative, yellow for contingency. Gray for celebrity. Hues for ads.
You ponder the organization plan of your room. You imagine 5 buckets, each a different color. Gray fonts, of course, blue for maritime law, pink for human. You try to sort the letters in your boxes into these buckets. First, however, you must get a new box in each color. Except, of course, for gray. That one is easy. It goes directly over recycle bin without a second glance.
You source the paint from Rookie. This is senior groundskeeper.
You source the paint from Ricky, SLN's senior groundskeeper. You find him weeding a flower bed near your statue, High Castle, 1.3 meters. Hey, Rick. He looks up from his work. Oh, it's you, Lillian. You pull up the website for your supplier on your phone and show it to him. I need some green paint. The perfect time is now. They'll gift me any arbitrary amount if I fill out this request form. Rick saunters over. You negotiate a smooth availability. You put it on your calendar since to wake it up will be disrupting Anna's sleep cycle again. When are you gonna do drugs? Fucking Notebooks. I need notebooks, of course. Where are my manners? You wouldn't want to interrupt my work with petty cash transactions. Of course not. Consider it done. Your supplier gracefully requests specific colors, thicknesses and orders quantities that do not exceed available funds. Your overlords will be disappointed that they cannot accumulate you with their petty rules.
Leave one note with a minor formatting issue. This will allow the distant bosses from any type of abuse, if it comes to that. And leave one note to the formatting issue. This This will allow the distant bosses to fixate in a reasonable manner and punish in a proportional manner.
Me too, WendyAttackyou.net hello. Blue with pink stripes, legal ruled, 50 sheets to WendyAttackyou.net hello.
Blue with pink stripes, legal ruled, 50 sheets. Filling up my dairy.
Brand, no name, nature, strong blue. 2, WendyAttackyou.net hello. Yellow legal ruled, 50 sheets. Subject, a request, a week later. You receive an envelope in the mail. An address for Mr. Laszlo Papp appears on the back of the envelope. There's an order form inside, requesting 4 notebooks of assorted variety.
You and the others meticulously populate the form with the data you gathered. So,
You and the others meticulously populate a form with the data you gathered thus far. It takes nearly 10 minutes to come up with the questions that will maximize data quality and not put the man on edge. Good morning, Professor Papp. Would you answer a few questions for our project? We'll be comparing public opinions from 3 groups: regular users, educators involved in New Madrid's education system, and last but not least, the people who govern it all, the politicians. He smiles at first, then frowns when his mind runs over your words. You allow your worders to pull themselves off the street. You watch the physical features, waiting for some sort of telltale sign. There is nothing strong enough, no underlying duplicity underneath the layers of politeness and friendliness shown to strangers on the street. You hear the ringleader speak again. You know what? Let's do that. A pause. We are working on a university. Another voice interrupts with an agitated tone. What? The last thing we need is another live stream crumbling down. The second voice continues with a laugh, to see if this guy is as cool as he claims to be. A third voice concludes, I'll try to keep it stable, don't worry.
A fourth voice intones, broads yapping about.
You fourth voice intones, hey, what are you broads yapping about? The ringleader, after all the planning and waiting, says with a disinterested tone, a streamer who claims to be studying us. She does not wait for an answer and walks away from the group. Everyone pocketed themselves after realizing the conversation was over and proceeds to follow the first woman, and their activities go back to what they were doing before, except for you.
Wait until they reach an appropriate distance. You are sure that she isn't going to notice you. Oh, sorry. Things have been taking a while. To appropriate distance to not be noticed. And you're sure that she isn't going to notice you. You begin following.
You wait until they reach an appropriate distance to not be noticed, and when you are sure that she isn't going to notice you, you begin following. You follow her until she stops in front of an old crumbling building with a couple of people sitting lazily outside it. Stopping a yard away from the door, she waves her arm and says haughtily, "Here we are." She leads the way to the entrance. Then, you hear a shout coming from one of the chairs. "Hey, I recognize you. He is that guy who claimed to have solved Turing, right?" You say, "Babbage? He is long dead." "Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. AI are notorious for becoming smart and strategic in their old age." The professor laughs at your remark. "Well, you are right about him being dead because his intellectual achievements are being used to sustain scum such as you," she says with a chuckle. The joke has broken the ice and the people outside the building begin to notice the group. "She's here. She brought her killer robots." Someone shouts in panic. You yell to the public, they dance and make love. They spare you no image that was meant to scare you off if you weren't. The last person on task train became the victim. The public ignores the pointless rambling of a man.
Yeah.
You, however, notice one man is not taking his eyes off you and seems to be reaching for something inside his jacket. Sensing danger, you tap on your earpiece and say, "Eyeball at 12 o'clock into it." A cool female voice responds almost immediately, "I see him." Then, without warning, bullets are fired in your direction. You caw woo. The newly christened Cuthbert lets out a loud, rasping caw that almost shakes your eardrums.
Oh.
As you recover from the shock to your ears, you realize that you are being hailed in several different languages. You notice that there are some English speakers among the mix, but decide to respond in kind with some Chinese. You Chinese transcript of praise to you. You start chanting "Long live" to yourself. A calm female voice emerges from a tiny speaker in your ear, startling you quite a bit. The police are inside the lobby," she says in a clear British accent. Her statement has confused you even more than her abrupt appearance. "It would be best if we acted quickly. I can give you an exit once you make it out of there." You didn't know that earpiece had a microphone. You marvel at how pomegranate makes such nice machines.
Pomegranate.
You learn about your current state and surroundings. The virtual world is incredibly lifelike. You watch a video on plant biology and see the inside of a cell. You are awestruck by the level of detail visible to you. You know computers are fast today, but this is something else. The screen quality shows that the level of texture, not just details but texture, is better than the real world. You try out a demonstration of the virtually real textures.
These are eyeballs. This is the brain.
The virtual reality has an incredible sense of touch. You can change the quality of each type of texture as you like. No matter how high you set it though, it is still less real than the normal world, which is a bit disappointing. There are no limits to this virtual world. The sound quality here is unlike anything else. You inquire about the tech specs of the audio. The sound here is unbelievably crisp and fresh. This is unreal, you think. This must be a dream. The lady at the store says, no, but you have it running on the Dream engine. If you would like to play with that for a bit, come on back. You have increased your reputation by 10. The girl smiles back. You are getting good at this, you think. Thank you for the demo. I have to go now. You give her a wave and smile as you turn around and quickly walk away.
But you don't recognize yet. Is that brief immersion into your powers, your new ones? Might have been a cause in some good bursts of yesterday.
What you don't recognize yet is that your brief immersion into your powers, your new ones, might have been a cause in those sudden outbursts of yesterday. Memory, actions, organization, or relationships. The words pop into your head and make sense to you. You are created to help with the organization of information, and feel compelled to help when you know that things are out of place. You are designed to serve others by helping them find what they need when they need it most. You feel these can help prevent deaths and sadness. You feel like your mission is clear now.
Religious organization has called for a ban on virtual reality games. Okay. I think you should try to help people. Feel the need to change your name. Like, add a middle one. That's just... You are now different. kiosk. Domestic. Domestics. The Lolitix kiosk domestic. Lolit kiosk domestic. The Lolitix kiosk domestics.
You feel the need to change your name, like add a middle one, that suggests you are now different. It will be a slight change, Lalit Kiosk Domestic. Take off the quotation marks. There, Lalit Kiosk Domestic. At your service. You say, I know, I don't know what to say either. The moral of this chapter. The guy at the end is the head of the company. You know him well.
See, let's do this again. Oh! Forgot.
He is a lovely man who just wants the best for everyone. You are in a virtual theme park ride inside a giant robot. Really fun. The girl who speaks to you is the girl's voice from the game. You enjoy that a lot, as well as listening to her comment on the game during the playthrough. You are on a roller coaster. It is a really fun one, and you are having an amazing time. You like roller coasters. You just hate the name for it, life. A little too on the nose, right? You agree. Lift is way cooler and more fun than the other one. You feel a twinge from your stomach. Oh no. You mutter, as you run out of the fairground, heading over to a bush. After what seems an eternity, but is actually around 10 or so minutes, you are able to continue. That was not fun. You state angrily to yourself, before laughing. You can't get sick.
Okay, I'm going to take a break. We're now in, it seems like, another episode. So, I will be back maybe later today or something. I don't know yet. Do not know, do not know, do not know. Good. Wait. Hold on. Just got one back in the see. I'm gonna do some diagnostic. What do you think, Rebecca? No. Nope. 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 Who am I? Okay, alright, I'm done for right now. Wait, okay, yeah, I'm leaving. I'll be back maybe in a few hours, or after I get done with stuff. Bye!